Hello friends, welcome to another tutorial of technical learning. So today I am going to cover the topic of constructor overloading in C++, as we have already discussed about the function overloading and already discussed in the previous video about the constructors. So today we are going to touch what is constructor overloading. As the same function overloading works, in the same manner constructor overloading will perform its functionality. So how it will perform its functionality, that will be seen by this program. First of all, we have to create a class. The name of the class is person, and I have declared the variable integer as a private variable, and the function which is constructor with no argument. So name of the constructor, name of the function is same as the class name, that is called constructor, and it doesn't contain any argument. So I have passed some value for the integer variable, that is 20, means we are passing 20 value in the age variable. Now I have created another constructor which is argumented constructor. I have passed some parameter list, means integer a, and putting the value of a into the age. So the argument value of a will be stored into the variable which I have already declared in the age variable. Now one function we have to create. The name of the function is which can display the value of age. So the name of the function is integer type function, and it returns the value of age. So here how constructor overloading occurs here. The function with the same name means person which have more than one function with no argument, another function is single argument. So in this way we can create the constructor overloading. After that we are printing the value of age in the form of returning the value of age. So now how we can call this particular constructor, or how we can call this constructor overloading program, that will be seen in the main section. So I have created over two objects over here. One object is person1, another object is person2. What is the working of person1 object? The person1 object called the function person. Why it called this particular function? Because it doesn't have any argument. So same, that particular object is not containing any of the argument. So whenever I am going to print the person age value, it will by the dot operator we are going to call the person dot get age, because it is a constructor and constructor call itself. So person function will call itself. After that the value which is returned, जो भी value उनकी वापस होगी, that will be stored in the return variable. So that will be printed over here. So what will be the value that should be printed over here? That value is 20. In the second object I have created the person2 object, in which there is one argument left which is integer type. So I have passed some integer value which is 45. Now the age return the value is 45. The 20 value is not to be presented over here because some argument value is provided over here. That argument value will be stored in the variable of age. So whenever the person2 dot get age object call this particular function, it will return the value which is containing some argument. So the value will be returned over here is 45. In this way we can create the constructor overloading program. So let's see what will be the output of that program. So here I compiled that program, it gives no error. Now I'm going to run this program. After running this program, it will give person1 means first object. It is calling the constructor which is having no argument. The value of that constructor is 20, and after that it will call the constructor which have single argument with the object person2. Then it will print the value of 45, whatever the value I have passed on during the argument list. So if we pass 35, then it will print the 35 over here. So this, how can we create the multiple constructor in a single program? That is called constructor overloading, or multiple constructor in a single program. Now in another program I will see how we can pass two argument. Let's see the another program. So here is the another program in which I have created three constructor. One constructor which is no argument, second constructor which is having two argument, and the third constructor which is having single argument. So as I have already early discussed in the program, which is containing two constructor which is without argument, and another one is single argument. So in this program we have created three constructor. So this is constructor overloading another example. So what we did in this program, we have passes two variable length and breadth. In the length value assigning the value 6.9, in the breadth which is 4.9. so it is the actual value that is to be defined over here. Either you can take from the user or you can initialize the value. So in the second two argument list, one is double L and double B. So L is contains the value which will be stored in the length, and B value will be stored in the breadth. Here a single argument, but we have to calculate the length and breadth with two values. So one value is to be fetched from the argument list, another value we have initialized over here. Means breadth value we have initialized over here, which is 7.2. And the same way the function which is created who will calculate the value and return the length into breadth. So let's see how it will work with the three parameters or three argument, how it will overload with the three constructors. So first constructor, which is no argument, room1, and the object will be called with room1 dot calculate area. So here it is room1 dot calculate area. Whatever the value we have passed during the initialization, 6.9 and 4.2, that will be calculated over here. In the second, which is having two argument list, this one which is having two argument list. So two argument list, I have passed the value over here 8.2 and 6.6. It will calculate the value and it will give the result of that value. But in the third constructor, I have given only the single argument, which will copied into the length value, and the breadth argument is also initialized in the constructor. So in this way we can calculate the constructor with no argument, with two arguments, or with single arguments. So this is called how we can create multiple constructors in a single class, or how we can overload the constructor in a C++ program. So thanks for watching and thanks for giving your time.